Welcome, beautiful souls, and welcome here to Nicola and Shan, who have joined us. And we have beautiful Louise on her way, who you met on the last event. So it's very exciting to be here today on Sunday, the 26th of October. And it's day 216 of the Mayan calendar. And I do love bringing this information in because here we are at Brigid's Sacred Well near the Hill of Uisneach, which is literally just a stone's throw down the road, sitting by these beautiful sacred waters. And it's a very auspicious day, so I'll bring you into the energies of the day. And we've called this event the Return of the Cosmic Mother. And it's a constant return. The fact that Lady Diana, she prefers Lady Diana to be called that over Princess Diana, is here waiting to channel a message through Ra. And we're in this beautiful space of Goddess Brigid, the goddess of fire and water, and we have a beautiful fire element in the background here.
Spin that round.
Look at the fire. And then, of course, we want to connect with the Goddess Boann because of her connection to the Milky Way and the star map, which is really that story is going to evolve from today. And the Swan Songline and the star maps. We're not ready to go there yet, but today is really that beginning of that journey and story of understanding the event we just did at Loch Gur in the Grange Stone Circle, and Princess Diana Lady Diana coming forward and taking the energy out into the lake, activating a beautiful portal that literally was like the swans were coming in and forming the portal with their bodies. So a lot's been coming forward, a lot's been happening, and that's why we're calling it Return of the Cosmic Mother, because we're working with the creative codes of the sacred water, these sacred wells, aquifers, subterranean water, water in its purest form, untouched as it comes up, and the ancients knew that.
And it's been, hello everyone, and it's been very interesting because for many years on Starseed Ascension, did you welcome everyone from Starseed Ascension School?
Oh.
Do you want to do that piece, Beth?
Yes. So, well, let me start with the welcomes because we're certainly all coming in from all corners of the globe. So welcome to our members from Starseed Ascension School and Flat Earthers, sorry. Don't you love life? Coming from all directions.
Half eggshell.
And I really just want to pause on the welcoming of the Starseed Ascension School members because they're coming in very late at night and we really appreciate their support coming in from Australia and New Zealand predominantly to help hold that space, particularly if you're new. Absolutely welcome. Our hearts are open to welcoming you into the space as the Starseed Ascension School members are. And for those that are beginning to join the event and continue to join the events and realising this work we're all doing collectively. You know, we're just the orchestrators, but we need each and every one of you who feel called to bring your spirit, your heart to these events, because we all know the planet has to heal, humanity has to awaken if we're to see the trajectory of what we're witnessing changing. So we're changing in the energetic realm. And of course, everything is energy, frequency, vibration, and consciousness. So we're ahead of the game. And it means we don't have to wave flags out the front of some consulate or things like that. So we really love working in this spiritual realm where our power is at its absolute potency. So when we talk about Starseed Ascension School, one of our highest purposes by being in Starseed Ascension School is to support the planet's activation and ascension from the 3rd dimension to the 12th dimension. So we just want to thank everybody that's bringing their energy in because you're joining us on that mission. It's a collective soul purpose and mission that most people hold dear to their hearts, that they want to make a difference, that they feel there's a deeper meaning to their life. And how do they make a difference? And so that's how we do, coming to a sacred site and activating these ancient energies to reconnect this beautiful planet to its full power.
And for those new on the call too, the 12th dimension, because a lot of people would have heard the planet going to the 5th dimension and the ascension of sentient beings on the planet to the 5th dimension. But why would we stop at the 5th dimension? The dimensions are linked to the chakras, so why would we stop in our throat chakra? Why would we stop in the 5th chakra, 5th dimension? We wouldn't. The 12th dimension is this beautiful little orange flame inside our sacred heart space, because home's where the heart is, and the 5th dimension is not in the heart. The orange part of the flame here is the 12th dimension, which is infinite pure love. So the planet's going back to the 12th dimension, infinite pure love. And our minimum requirements for us on our ascension timeline is to go through the 5th dimension, to start to use our throat chakra, to be talking from our heart center, 4th chakra, 4th dimension, but to begin to start to live in infinite pure love, to be love, to reflect love. The planet's name, when you change the letters EARTH, 3rd dimensional planet called Earth, when you rearrange the letters, you get planet Heart. EARTH, rearrange the letters, Heart. So maybe somewhere along the line, they rearranged the letters and changed it to 3rd dimensional planet Earth. So we're going to the 12th dimension. Minimum requirement for everyone on the planet is to find their heart center, because home's in the heart. 12th dimension, the orange part of the flame. So it's just important that everyone knows that. There's a lot of talk out there, misinformation. We've exceeded the requirements that were set for the ascension and the ascension timeline of all sentient beings on planet. With the conversations that I've had with the ascended masters and the archangels, and my boss being source creator as one of 65 embodied ascended masters on the planet, my whole teaching is to teach the truth about, because it makes sense, doesn't it? Home's in the heart, not in the 5th dimension, the 5th chakra. Everyone's like, oh, I get it. So maybe wherever that piece of information come from, maybe it was a misinformation, which it was when I followed that string back and where it came from. It came from different galactic beings trying to hoodwink sentient beings on their journey to stop at the 5th dimension.
So talking about today's Mayan calendar, it's yellow galactic warrior, and that's quite masculine yang energy, and it's under the power of the yellow sun. So we're really connecting to the fire through today's energy. But we're in a wave spell, an overriding wave spell, 13 days of the red moon, which is all about universal water. It's about flow. And here we are sitting with these beautiful sacred waters under the warrior day. So it's a perfect blend of yin and yang. It's a perfect day to understand the cosmic mother, because many people on their journey spiritually go through the journey of awakening and balancing their yin, their feminine energy, and their yang, their masculine energy. But 98% of people I see, the yang energy is the one that tends to be running on some adrenaline. And so they're not really embodying the true alchemy of celestial fire that we can access, cosmic fire from within. And so the fact we're under that warrior, really amazing fearlessness, the quest ion, that we're all questioning life, but we're on a quest, and we are on a quest ion today for sure, under the galactic tone of integrity, and we're guided by the power of universal fire and universal water today. So I find that really quite remarkable, because we never really time these events.
Making me go goosebumps,
until we look at it
head to toe, and you share that.
So what I want to get clear about when we talk about the return of the cosmic mother, each of us goes through a stage called alchemy, where we move from the soft, divine feminine, very loving, very yin, very nurturing, but we have to begin to be fire in the water. And the Holy Spirit within us is feminine. And really, Lady Diana is the epitome of that sapphire in her eyes, that really sapphire. You've got sapphire, that really blue that we see. And she wore a sapphire, very representative of the Sophia codes. And she had to find her fire. We saw her go from that journey of divine feminine, very soft, into the cosmic mother energy when she began standing up for herself, which is often when we cause waves. When the woman finds her fire and really has the fire in the water, look out. That's the stage of alchemy, when you know you've moved from divine feminine to cosmic mother. And it is like for the men having that sword down, because it's the grounding down through the yang and the right side of the body that really brings that cosmic energy down to the ground. And each of us are here to be that pure conduit of light, not just water. So yes, we're connected to the earth, we're connected to the water element. Our body's made of so much water. But when we bring in the fire, we bring in the light and the warmth. Otherwise, our bodies can get too damp and we can be too emotional and spongy. Whereas we really, really want to be able to bring that fire in to balance out these elements. And so within all of us is this beautiful cobalt blue, sapphire blue flame that runs within our core, and it is the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is feminine. And that's why we've seen women put down, put aside, all the things we could talk about in history, is because the patriarchy, A, doesn't like the fact that they can create men, but B, the fact that the Holy Spirit is feminine. And I feel Lady Diana is the epitome, I guess, the definition of the Cosmic Mother, because she's able to show us vulnerability and divinity. And I find that's the divine feminine, brings in that vulnerability, the nurturance, the feminine, and then the divinity is understanding that we have to stand in our power, put our sword down. Archangels you see with wings and a sword. There's a reason for that, because if we're to stand up to what we see going on, we must be fearless. We must put our sword down. We must be able to have integrity and stand for that. So everybody goes through that stage of finding the voice for sure, but it goes much further than that, being able to fully ground into your power and be able to hold that fire in the water. And that fire sits right here in the high heart and brings us health and longevity when we're able to activate that within us.
Yeah, and it's beautiful what AnSaRA was sharing, because on the school, for those that have been with us for the last couple of years, in a lot of our clearings, when we connect with the energies, I was taught by the Ascended Masters and Source Creator to utilize in eternal living light, love, and life force aspects of Source Creator. And we used those terms for about a year, 18 months. And then it started to change as there was more of the Cosmic Mother started to come forwards. Because 18 months ago, there really wasn't that template, the what does it mean to be the Cosmic Mother? Do you remember? It really wasn't there. And we started to say, now it starts to feel out of balance. So we start to work with the infinite, eternal, living light, love, and life force aspects of Source Creator and the Cosmic Mother. Because the templates are there, we're removing the patriarchal male domination system, we're activating the landmass, women and the divine masculine too, the divine feminine and masculine, finding what it means to be the Cosmic Mother. And it's beautiful today really to anchor that essence within everyone, because AnSaRA and I have been talking for quite some time on what does it actually mean to be Cosmic Mother. It's different than being a divine feminine. Yeah, it's a different, isn't it? It's a different profile. It's a different energy.
It is. And you know, since being here and meeting Nicola yesterday, she's got the Cosmic Mother energy. Like when you meet a woman who's in her power, there's just her umbrella's fighting with it. But there is this self-assured confidence and ease. And when you meet a woman like that, there's an instant connection when you're holding the same. There's like just this recognition soul to soul. Whereas when you meet someone who's not holding that, there's either a shyness in them, a slight retraction, a wall, where they're still working through that piece. However, I've really noticed with the women here in Éire, Ireland, that there's far more of this authenticity, really owning who they are. I love it. Even at the last workshop, Yvonne said, look, we're Irish, just say it. You know, I think because of what you've been through over 700-800 years, whereas Australia, New Zealand is coming from a couple of hundred years, and mostly the Indigenous have been, you know, treated like the white Indigenous here, I guess we could say. So I really feel there's a power, and, you know, when you see Louise arrive, she really, again, holds Cosmic Mother energy. And so it's just to remind you that we're not waiting for some cosmic mother to arrive out of the sky. Like a lot of people think we're being saved by something going to come out of the sky. It's got to come through you. And so it's very much a part of your evolution, just as it is for the divine masculine to find the cosmic mother within himself. You know, that if he's too soft and too yin and too watery and too feminine, there'll be just as much imbalance. So we really are moving from what we would definitively call divine feminine, divine masculine, which is very much a part of the journey, into alchemy, which to me is the benevolent king and the cosmic mother within each and every one of us, masculine or feminine.
Yeah, thank you. That's beautifully put. And for me, the real essence of the cosmic mother, it's here in these sacred lands. It's here. It is the land. It's the essence that we feel within the land and in the natural elements and the trees and the flora and the fauna and the water and the whole elemental kingdom and the Fae kingdom. Like, that is the divine essence. It's given me goosebumps, truth bumps from head to toe, and the reawakening of the beautiful dormant dragon too in these whole Emerald Isles. Like, it's birthing itself now into full fruition. And with today's beautiful meditation and activation and working with Lady Diana, we're really going to see that out. Like, that whole energy then from the work that we're doing, because we're working in different consciousness, different dimensions, harnessing all of that within us that we bring forwards from our heart center. We're going to see a big shift in the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because that whole essence is being released. It's just that it's been suppressed, held down by some different energies, let's just say, that aren't 12th dimension infinite pure love. You know, there's different energies around. And when we came to this beautiful space, AnSaRA and I, the first time, when Helen, who's a keeper of the Hill of Uisneach, she asked us to come here because she felt that the energies were a little bit off. And when AnSaRA and I first came here, oh my God, it was like walking into
A morgue.
and the most haunted place or house that I'd ever been in ever. You know, there were beings on broomsticks circling, 7 of them above here. You know, it was very oppressive energies. You know, there were no elementals here because I can see them in the trees and the bushes and the spirits. So, you know, throughout the journey of clearing this space and working with the wisdom keepers of the land and the natural elements as we're clearing, as we go through these dolmens and rock formations, we're removing that dark overlay of energy to allow the whole essence of these sacred lands to come forwards. Yeah, so when we finish here in Éire Island, this will be territory number 4 on the whole planet, where the frequency of the land mass is at 12th dimension, infinite pure love. Yeah, the first place, country, territory was Australia, and it took us a year working with the originals over there. And dear Adam, when he joins us, if the lightning bolt hasn't blown up his house, is maintaining 12th dimension in Australia. It was the first country and continent in the whole world that even when I tune in now and look at it, it's at 12th dimension. So then anyone there that's still in the 3rd dimension, if they're on the land, which they will be, then it will start to just move all of this energy. It will get them out of the 3rd dimensional head into their heart center. Egypt was the 2nd territory, and we were there for nearly 5 weeks, and those that joined us on retreat there, to activate the landmass from the 1st dimension or the 2nd dimension because of all of the bloodshed and trauma and everything else there. Egypt is now at the 12th dimension. When I tune in with that, I can see the goldness emanating through all of the pyramid structures, the rock formations there. It's at 12th dimension. And then territory number 3 was Scotland, and in the grid point up there. And we started off in Scotland before we had to go to Skellig Michael to activate a portal and Stargate there. So Scotland's at about 9D at the moment, UK landmass, 1st dimension. A lot of trauma, bloodshed has happened on the sacred lands. Éire at the moment, when I ask here, is up to about 11th dimension at the moment. And when we landed in Belfast, when we came across on the ferry, boy, the energy was heavy and oppressive, you know. So we're nearly there here. So I'm intrigued to see the difference, like we did before we left Australia. Its spiritual name Alamjabi, AnSaRA and I, as cars were driving opposite to us, I said to AnSaRA, oh, when I'm looking at that person, they're at 12D, that person's at 12D, that person's at 12D, that person's
see
at
the land have
12D.
such an effect on people.
Because we change the consciousness of everyone on the planet by changing the land that they're on. If we do the land mass, it will start to wake everybody up and get them into their heart centers. They don't have a choice. The slower they go, the faster they arrive. So they may think this is all woo-woo and whatever else, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's fine. But we will just notice everybody coming into their heart centers, where there will be ease and grace and well-being and people looking after the planet and each other. Yeah, so that really excites me. Okay.
What about the countries? This question there from Aramin.
What about the countries we go to, like in Africa? Well, there will be a critical mass. There will be a critical mass. Éire is the control panel, we believe, for the whole planet. By the thousands of dolmens and stone circles and the energy here, with the whole essence of the Cosmic Mother, here is like the control panel. There's no big UVG grid points like there is in Scotland. We have to find where 24 ley lines all come together in Scotland. We had to do the same thing in Egypt, grid point number 1 at the top of the Nile. We had to find there where 24 massive ley lines all come in, the power hubs. We had to find the same in Australia, Ulamjabi. So we're taking control of where all of these massive ley lines all come into like this hub of energy. So when we start to get to a critical mass and we start to switch those on, knowing where the rock formations are, where the access points are, where I know where I can then start to intrinsically switch them on, when we have enough of the planet at 12D, there'll just be an opportunity. It's making me go truth bumps, goosebumps that everyone might feel, for us to then, move that through Africa, move it through the countries and continents around the world in a specific order, because it has to be precise on the day that I'm allowed to do that, because it just seems to be part of my control mechanism for who I am, looking out for everybody on the planet. On a specific day and a specific country by country, that's the order that it has to go. There's a specific order for the switching on of the planet. Yeah. And Éire Island is number 4.
Interesting, 4 is such a feminine number too.
Yeah, so from here, we know that we have to go back to Scotland and finish off Scotland and Wales. And then it will be interesting to see what happens with the UK, or whether that just holds at the moment, because New Zealand's operating at around 9th dimension, and AnSaRA and I spent, nearly a decade there opening up all of the portals, because it's the birthplace of the gods, it's the home of the gods, it's the playground of the gods, reconfiguring all of the consciousness ready for us to then start to work on the land, country by country, continent by continent. So there's a specific, precise order that the planet has to be reactivated. Yeah, has to be. Yeah. So that's a little bit of the history. So AnSaRA and I may be on the road after selling all of our worldly possessions for another 4 years, going from country to country, continent to continent, running these world service events, teaching everyone on Starseed Ascension School. So your support is very much welcome, because as AnSaRA shared, we're just the conductor. I know who I am and why I'm here, and I will not stop until my mission is completed about teaching about the 12th dimension and switching the planet on. But it's from everyone else that holds the DNA coding within you. Like, I don't hold the DNA to activate here. I'm just the one that magnetically draws people in, and we work with wisdom keepers and the keepers of the consciousness of these sacred lands. You two dear souls that come here, hold the frequencies to help us activate the world. Just thank each and every one of you, honestly, from my heart center, for showing up today, because you're here for a reason, to help support us here on the call, and then everyone, when we start aligning everyone into unity consciousness, to then start to move all of this cosmic mother consciousness through us in the architecture and through Éire, and then start to broadcast that out around the world. Yeah. Okay, should we?
Just one little thing, because we are still going to do that energy clearing. But the fact that we talked about broomsticks, I just wanted to remind you from your consciousness that your frequency is your fortress, that when you are in your heart space, you're invisible. So just to reiterate, that's the teachings within Starseed Ascension School, is all about being in the sacred heart space and also understanding what your frequency is, because the higher you are, they have no effect on you. So if people are feeling hampered at all, it's generally due to frequency, due to being in the head. So I just want to reiterate that. And then I want to bring in a bit of joy, because last night there was a bit of blasting going on at our place and I wasn't enjoying it. It was hurting my head. And I said to Ra, what is blasting my head? And he went, oh, the broomsticks, you know. He said, call in the gnomes and the elves. Anyway, I did. And my word, they're tough. So it's just fun to kind of lighten up that aspect and remember that you always have help and assistance at hand. And our dragons, you know, they just come in, open their mouths like Pac-Man and just clean everything up. Like you just imagine and you call them in. It's just using your imagination. But it was really funny because I imagined the gnomes and the elves just literally like punting them. You tell it to get out of your field, you clear it. And if it doesn't clear, you call in assistance. But they can't step forward unless you ask. And so the more open-hearted, the more imaginative that you are, the more connected you are to the elemental kingdom. And I love the folklore here. It's much easier for people here to connect with the fairies, the fae, the elven, the leprechauns, to help them, because it's all woven in. It's all, and even the farmer said to us the day we arrived, oh, do you reckon that the fairies are up there? I've been told they are. What do you reckon? And we're like,
Yeah, he's 63, like a farmer. Like in New Zealand, they would think you are absolute bonkers.
yeah, ask like a proper question.
And then the plumber came in and he was probably nearly 70 and he was talking about the fairies and things too, and the elementals. So
He doesn't look it.
So it's
very
it's
healthy.
intrinsically here in people.
Drinks his water, well water.
Yeah, it's intrinsically here, which is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's just regroup and begin into the activation piece. So here we are, very much in the present moment, as you can see, very live, and Louise is due to arrive any moment now. And it's not like we're in a yoga studio and really assisting you to drop in deep. So what's very amazing about being on retreat and being in these spaces is that you learn to be deep and in the present moment, no matter what is going on. And we have to hold that space ourselves, because things change, don't go to plan, and what we're being asked to do often changes within a breath of about to begin. So I'm just going to have a quick word to Ra, because I want to understand where Lady Diana wishes to come in for the message that she wishes to bring forward. I'm just going to get us all centered and together in unity consciousness. And we obviously want to call in our collectives, but I feel a lot of them are here already. And I feel that when Louise comes with the conch shells, we'll feel a lot of the water beings arrive with her. So I've already got that guidance that I don't need to.
Yeah, she'll be here in about 10 or 15 minutes. So, if you bring in the collectives, and we might ask Trish just to bring in the collectives too.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, and then.
This little Trish.
It is always fun coming live from these places, because you see it's not scripted. Things just change in the moment as things come forward. Yeah, so do that, and then we're flowing to it. I can feel Diana behind me ready. So
I just feel like I want to use my timbals, because when we talk about, I love that. When we talk about water, intrinsically it has sound. And we all love it when we sit by a stream or a raging river, and we very quickly drop into those sound frequencies. And because we're by a very still and quiet.
Because we don't drop into Bridget's lake.
No, it just feels right just to bring the timbals in.
I'm still waiting.
Because ideally, I would have loved if either of you had brought your harp.
I have a harp. Do you have a harp?
No.
Oh. Put you on the spot to play.
We've yet to find the heart play to roll up to these places. So it just feels that sound frequency is important, and I do love the sounds of the timbals. So let's begin with the timbals and just begin with a clearing around the Sophia codes, our own Sophia codes, and just really tune into that cosmic mother energy I feel within us. Just do a few little adjustments. And then will you come in with Lady Diana?
Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of roll from there.
Mm-hmm.
Let us begin. Breathe in to your beautiful heart. And just feel the element of air filling your being. And just letting go and just feeling yourself sinking down into your seat. And just maintain your breath as I bring in the sound of the chimes. And just allow the sound of the chimes to clear your energy with sound. That the high frequency that these chimes come in at, you can just hold the intention like musical notes flowing through you, clearing out any incoherence, any sound frequencies that don't belong to you. So when you're ready, just breathe in again to your core and relax. And just take a breath in. And you may have felt like a beautiful vortex of golden light. Just cleansing, clearing and activating your energy field with the power of sound. And let's just tune in deeper into our I am space. So as I say these words, just hear them and imagine it's your own inner voice saying them. I am in the organic divine blueprint of my pink diamond within my sacred heart space, within that beautiful orange flame, within your beating heart. Just sparkle yourself into your pink diamond, the most powerful aspect of who you are as a soul, in its infinite, eternal, living light, love, and sound frequencies and consciousness of Source Creator and Cosmic Mother. And just take a breath in. Because in your I am space, you are tuning in to that connection within you of Source Creator, of Cosmic Mother, of that divinity of yin and yang, that balance within you. And just take a breath in. And just use your breath to harmonize those energies. Because when we're breathing, the air stokes the fire. And the fire transmutes and lightens up the water. And as we breathe and that beautiful fire is stoked within us, it then takes all the energy from the mind and it grounds it out down into the earth. So take a breath in as you remind yourself, I am made of planet heart. I am water. I am fire. I am air. I am ether. And again, in its infinite, eternal, living, plasmatic light, that beautiful plasmatic light that is flowing between here and the Hill of Uisneach. And let us connect ourselves to these energies. And again, just breathe into your core and pull up on your pelvic floor. Really feel the power of your root chakra and relax. And this time, as you breathe in, pull up on your pelvic floor and just track and trace the energy up to your throat chakra. Connect in and align. And then as you breathe out, express the energy out through your crown. Like a beautiful rising tree, you are connecting to the collective of the trees. That's it, and breathing in and breathing out, down into your roots, connecting down into the grounding of the trees. And just relax. And just from within your sacred heart space, saying these words: I am in the 24th dimension, divine unity. And we all say that in unison. We've all arrived together. Just imagine being on a beautiful golden disc, and that the essence of the water energies tickling around your feet, your ankles. That you're feeling that combination of fire and water and light. And for those holding that space, just tune into your I am frequency. And as we unify together as a force of one, just by staying within your heart, just hearing these words, no effort, just know your soul is listening and that it is effortless. And let us harness the power and the feeling of the organic divine blueprint of the plasmatic light of the Hill of Uisneach. And just imagine that sparking, that plasmatic light sparking into your pink diamond within your heart space. And that you're feeling that power running from within your I am space into your Hara line. And just imagine that plasmatic light now streaming through your core, sparkling and sizzling. Because plasmatic light has the element of plasma, fire, water within it. And just ask that energy when you breathe in to be expressed with your out breath out through every cell in your being, to the fingertips, tips of your toes, out through your scalp and through your hair as if you had an afro created by that plasmatic light, that free energy. And just take a breath. And just from within that little pink diamond, your control panel, just ask yourself to, I am cleanse, clearing and activating my DNA, my RNA, my midichlorian light force, that I'm using that plasmatic light to activate all light between matter, between all my physicality in every cell of my being, every particle. Again, right out to those dermal layers of your being. Take a breath in and express it out through your aura. And we're just going to do a little bit of clearing and tuning in to the waters of your body. And as you breathe, just get a sense of being 70% structured water, not just any water. That the holy sacred water within you keeps you alive, is in your blood. And just tune into the consciousness of the water here at beautiful Brigid Sacred Well, an aquifer, subterranean water, an infinite source of water. And from within, again, your pink diamond, just tune in and ask for that sense and essence of the organic divine blueprint of Brigid's well, sacred waters. And just imagine that sparking within your heart, that you're asking to connect to the creation codes, to the Sophia codes in their organic divine blueprint. And you might be seeing musical notes flowing. You might be seeing Celtic spirals flowing from within you. That you're picking up on water codes, color codes, sound frequencies. and consciousness. Connect into the consciousness of water that holds all the elements, the plants, that when you drink the water, you're drinking the consciousness of our beautiful planet, the rock consciousness, the elemental consciousness. Take a breath in and just run that essence of the creation codes of this organic divine blueprint of these sacred waters, and just run that from your pink diamond through the particle level of your being, through your stem cells, your genes and genomes, DNA, RNA, and just feel it like water flowing from your pink diamond into your central hara line, like a big main pipe within your body. Take a breath in using the air element. Express that sacred waters out through your meridians, your nadis, your chakras, through every cell in your being. And just be the tree as you breathe in, and just ask to cleanse and clear the waters and bloods of your body. And I want you to imagine that you're standing under a crystalline waterfall, a sacred waterfall, as if there was a water spout right here. And that waterfall is washing down through your being, cleansing and clearing. You can bring in the 12 rays of creation as you come down through your physical and non-physical bodies, clearing your bones, your waters, your bloods, clearing yourself at a microcellular level with the power of the creation codes of sacred water. And just open up the soles of your feet as if you were standing under a waterfall, and you're releasing anything from your physical, non-physical bodies, any environmental toxins, clearing out any distorted sound frequencies. You're clearing whatever you need to clear from your physical, non-physical bodies out the soles of your feet, or wherever it needs to leave your body, never to return. That's it. And just see it go as if it was like greyish water coming out, and then breathe in and express that divinity from within and express it out just with a breath, with ease and grace. You're already connected to the sacred waters, to the plasmatic light of the Hill of Uisneach, that you're harnessing the power of both now. And just take a breath. I am harnessing the power of the plasmatic light at the Hill of Uisneach. I am harnessing the power of the sacred waters at Brigid's Well, always in its organic divine blueprint. And just take a breath. And just sit within that beautiful space you've created for yourself. And I want you to focus on being a tree. That you're this crystalline tree now, running with beautiful plasmatic light up into your branches like free energy. You can feel it like coming off you like lightning bolts. And at the same time, as you breathe in and you let go and you come down, you're bringing that lightning bolt, that plasmatic fire in the water down through your trunk, down into the deep roots of your tree, and it goes out through your Merkaba, your protective light vehicle, boom, down into the grids. You don't even have to try. You're protected. That is who you are. You're a giant tree. You're multidimensional. You're connected above and below. And you just have to breathe. You just have to be in your center, in your heart, in your sacred heart. And let us focus more on that yang fire energy within you. So just tune back into your trunk of your tree, into your hara line. Breathe in, hold. Just send the energy out the back of your trunk into your spine, opening up your spinal fire gates, the back chakras. And when you straighten up the back of your energy straight behind you. You correct your timeline. You bring yourself into the present moment. And in a breath in and a breath out, send that beautiful sacred water energy out in front of you so that you flow. And imagine you're a hovercraft with this beautiful celestial fire behind you. And that fire propels you along your life stream, your own sacred water stream. And that is what keeps you in the present moment, by being aware of the fire behind you, the cosmic energy that protects you. By breathing in and knowing that you're here to flow through life, follow your emotions and your intuition. No pushing, no efforting. Just keeping that fire stoked with your breath of life. Receiving the breath in. Giving the breath out. Receiving the breath in. Stoke the fire. Sending the breath out. And now I want you to focus. You've been focusing on the horizontal plane. I want you to focus on the vertical plane. Breathing in and up into your branches. You've opened up the fire gates. And now focus the energy coming into your spine, down through your spine, clearing your spine like a beautiful downpipe, opening up all your spinal gateways. And really focus on bringing it like liquid golden light down through your spine, opening up your tailbone, opening up your right hip. And allow that energy to find its way into the right sole of your foot. And just open up the right sole of your foot more. Imagine that beautiful Celtic spiral symbol moving in a clockwise direction. Feel it under the sole of your right foot, on top of the sole of your right foot. Take a breath in. Pull in more of that cosmic energy from your spine. Breathe into your spine. Concentrate the energy back down into the right foot and express it out through your toes. See your toes becoming golden, opening up your heel chakra. That's it. And that's how we bring the enlightenment energy in through our back, through our spine, our central nervous system, down, out through the right foot. And just breathe in and just tune in to the left and right sides of your spinal column. And just ask to cleanse, clear, activate and align your Kundalini channels. Imagine they attach on either side of your neck, coming down the sides of your spine, coming down. You're cleanse, clearing, activating and aligning your Kundalini channels, helping to open up more fire and light. And that flow of energy up your spine and down your spine. Because it is through opening up the spine and releasing stress that we truly ground down through the central nervous system. And then anything that's in our mind, any old patterns and behaviors can leave your body if you are open through your central nervous system. If you are open through your right leg to the ground, just ask to defrag. I am releasing any old patterns, any victimhood, any stories, any self-sabotage, because I'm opening that channel up to blast it out through my right foot and compost it down into the ground. And it leaves your body as an electrical charge, just like a lightning rod grounds out. That's all you have to do. Just keep yourself grounded down. Well done. And just taking a breath in. And just gently stay in that space as we prepare for Ra and Louise, who's here. Just taking your time. Stay in that space. Yes, I just want to share that beautiful painting of the Goddess Brigid here at Brigid's Sacred Well. Isn't that just superb? Let's say hello again to Louise.
Hello, everybody. How are you all? Thank you to Ra and AnSaRA for inviting me to join you and bring these beautiful conch shells that are here to work with the waters. This one was gifted to me by my brother Rua. It's made by Rua from a beautiful shell from the Fiji Islands, 50 years old. And it's made with the Waita indigenous medicine. It's here to work with this well and the sacred waters, the primordial waters of creation. And this beautiful pututu is from Peru, from northern Peru, where I have ancestry. Maybe not in my bloodline, but in my spirit. This is the heart well of Ishna, and Kshi, the heart of the sacred centre of Ireland, Ishna. This is Brigid, Goddess Brigid, of the water, of the wells, of fire, of birthing. And I honour her here today. Sure. Do you want to step this so I can see the thing? Just, do you want to sit and by the orange? It's, as I wasn't recording, I didn't. That's okay. It's not about the recording. I like that.
Fairies!
Stage fright, I think.
It's never as easy as it looks.
Just a little drop. And everyone here, actually. I don't think it's unplanned. Mm-hmm.
I also bought, that's a sacred water. I'll just share with everyone because it's very live, and Louise has just arrived and doesn't know that I've got sacred water from Loch Gur with a piece of the ash bark from the beautiful grandmother tree with a fairy portal. And this is a combination of beautiful druid Sarah from the UK, went to lakes, and also has water from the loch at Grid Point 11 in Scotland. And I've often heard that this is local Mullingar honey, that there's something with the goddesses of the honeybee, the water, but it's not for me. It's not my, I just know about it, but I don't know enough about it. So I got the call to buy this Mullingar honey yesterday, and it's lovely if we all feel like some honey, because for everybody there, you can just tune into the organic divine blueprint as you're beginning to learn there, that you can just take in this beautiful essence of the honey into your pink diamond and run it from the inside out, so you feel more connected to the flora and the fauna of Mullingar and to the Hill of Uisneach, because this is the most local honey that I could find. So is there a significance to using honey or putting a drop of honey in the well? I wasn't sure.
So honey would always be given as an offering to the fairy folk, to the fae beings, to the elementals. It's one of my biggest gifts I give. Our mead made from honey.
Yeah.
Also, we have Saint Govnet, our Govnet.
Yes.
Who is the goddess of the honey and the bees. And the bees have been really active in this ascension piece. And Éire, this cacao that I brought and I've already offered into the well and to the fire, has the codes of local honey, and in the mead as well. So honey is part of this Éire cacao, this plant medicine, and her job is to help us come home to our hearts, come home to ourselves, and step into our sovereignty. So honey is one of those pieces. Yeah.
And we felt it was so powerful when we were in Uluru, and we found some actual honey from the wildflowers. And it was honestly so expansive. So when you're in areas, obviously drinking the water, sacred waters, maybe a stream where you're living, a very good source of water, obviously high up is best, and finding your local honey. And it will really connect you to the land, to the flora, to the fauna, to the elements. That if you are outside and you are at a sacred site, it will exponentially expand your consciousness in such a very simple but profound way. Beautiful. So I will let you decide with any of these whether or not they're becoming a part of today.
Instantly, yes.
Yes.
To all. And I brought some well water from where I live. So we'll put this in as well.
So we'll probably do that at the end. We'll do that at the end for anyone who wants to stay on. We'll continue with that ceremony, because we also have a rose quartz that has to go into here that was given to us by Gibby at the Grange Stone Circle. Right, okay, Ran, will we invite you in and you can plonk here? Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, she just has to go straight in.
Yeah. You go pass that around the circle and everyone can slip up some bits from the outside. Just use your finger. So good to see you. I love your coat too. Thank you for coming.
Brigid's blanket.
Oh, I can see that.
Can you see the swan on it?
Yeah, I know. I saw a beautiful swan.
Hold it back. Good job. A little bit in. And a little bit to the fire. Did I offer some to the fire? No, but
It's probably that the string of the clay darling get the door, it carefully.
And yes, the immediate is when he's the from me. You're going to.
Or the star. Yeah, you can see it very large. Yeah.
Hey, let's prepare ourselves for a beautiful meditation and channeling from Lady Diana and activation within your sacred heart. Held so delicately in the orange part of the flame, that angelic 12th dimensional infinite pure love. That framework that was held for us to remember who we are and why we're here by the elemental kingdom, since the fall of consciousness. And take a breath to anchor yourself with the breath in your I am space. Feel that natural flow and ebb of the natural elements that's contained within your whole being. Feel the flow of the Sophianic codes, that beautiful water. Feel that rippling out with every beat of your heart, finding a deeper aspect of flow from within your soul being. You may feel that essence of that flow with the water codes as it's being pumped by your heart throughout your whole being. Imagine as you will, from within inside your I am space, being a swan. Visualize a swan here in Brigid's sacred well. From your I am space, you may see yourself morphing into a swan, sparking that essence of a swan. A liminal creature that holds the water, air, and the threshold. A guardian being between the physical and non-physical realm, like each and every one of us. And take a breath. I hear the whisper of humanity asking to join us in this space. Let's invite them into the 24th dimension unity consciousness. Seeing that spark and flash of all of the sentient beings on planet as they spark themselves into that beautiful golden hue of the 24th dimension unity consciousness. I see a beautiful white swan in its female divine feminine architecture, and then I see a beautiful male swan sparking itself into unity consciousness too. It seems a little bit smaller in its aspect and context than the female swan. It's that divine aspect and appreciation for the divine masculine essence on the planet to find more of its cosmic mother. So as we journey and we call in Lady Diana, notice what you notice on the size of that masculine swan in unity consciousness. If it grows in stature, taking on that divine aspect of the cosmic mother within the whole energetic architecture of the divine masculine. And take a breath. The swan is its natural symbol for anyone to cast a passage between worlds, whether it's a maiden or a queen. Both the Irish children of Éire and the originals in Australia align and have reverence for the Swan songlines that reflect a mapping of the divine into the physical geography of planet. Take a breath. In Éire, Ireland, we have the waterways and the wells, the sacred springs. And in Australia, Ulamjabi, we have the sacred rivers and the lands. Feel that essence of the elementals and the natural kingdoms here in Éire Island and the kingdom of the originals in Australia, and all of the beings and life forms of Australia, Ulumjabi, joining us in unity consciousness. You may see, sense and feel as we become surrounded by the warrior types of Australia, the origine, standing there with their spears holding space as a layer of protection for us. I see them aligning too, as it's given me goosebumps and truth bumps of the natural elements and elementals here in Éire, with the pixies and the elves and the gnomes and the other life forms uniting as one. Let's give thanks and reverence to these beautiful divine beings stepping forward to support us at this time. I feel within that circle that we've created, that unified field of consciousness and unity consciousness, I see that divine essence and aspect of Lady Diana that each and every one of us carries, of her image and the frequency that she held, that vibration and that consciousness. She's asking each and every one of us to connect to that cosmic mother essence that she holds within her I am space, to ours. So we can spark that essence within that divinity of your soul spirit, spark that essence of the organic divine blueprint of Lady Diana. And I'll bring forward some beautiful words from Lady Diana, who has stepped forward so graciously at this time to help support each and every one of us and the planet and all life forms, to bring forwards that representation of the Cosmic Mother. The wind and the natural elements may flow and change. The life form that I held here on planet, temporary as it was divinely planned and orchestrated. My soul spirit in its nature was destined to be of a supportive role for each and every one of us in a non-physical form. There were many that felt the pain and loss from my essence in the physical form when it left planet. There are many hypothetical questions with answers that haven't been answered as to why I left. There is no necessity to put any time and attention into that space, because all was divine. All was divine. All was divine. My essence lives on in the Swan songlines, in the essence of the natural elements and the trees, in the wind, in the sacred waters, predominantly in the life forms of the swans, and within the clouds that you may notice in the sky. Every time that you see a cloud, my essence will be shining. There is much change on planet at this time. There is much opportunity for inner growth, for inner excitement of the layers of consciousness, the awakening of what it means to be a divine feminine, For each and every one of the divine feminines on the call, connect in to your sacral chakra, the divine feminine architecture. See that flame of consciousness. Feel what it means to be a divine feminine. Feel the beautiful balance of the sacred waters and the flame. Feel as the sacred waters within the sacral chakra are warmed by the flame, creating steam to create ether, allowing for that expansion of ether from within your physical and non-physical being. And take a breath. Feel as that ether starts to raise from your second chakra through the third chakra, the solar plexus. See as that connection comes from your heart center and your I am space, transcending down towards the third chakra as the third chakra is coming up to meet the fourth chakra. And feel that explosion of the 12th dimension meeting the third dimension. Take a breath. From your I am space, you may feel that ripple of consciousness, that ether that's imbuing the 12th dimension infinite pure love with the power contained within the third chakra. There is a weaving of consciousness here, an imbuing effect of unity consciousness in the 12th dimension, as it is calming layers within the third chakra and the third dimension. Have a sense as that is exploding out through unity consciousness. The steam and the fire from the ether is having a neutralizing effect on the third dimension in its physical form. Lady Diana is pointing me towards that aspect of seeing busy women on the planet. They may be busy mums navigating a job and employment, being busy at home tending to the nest, keeping her eyes open wide for the young offspring too. Lady Diana wants to step back in again. The dear women, divine feminine of the planet, it is time to take a rest. It is time to let go of the busyness in the third dimension that is keeping many ungrounded, many unattentive to their own needs, many unattentive to their own health and well-being. See, sense and feel as that beautiful imbuing effect of the flame of consciousness from your heart is tending to the third dimension in the head. Feel as that sensation of the third dimension of women being in their head and that rigidity of it is being softened. Soften the third dimension. Feel the ether and the steam that is loosening up the rigidity of being in the head in the third dimension. Feel as that sacred flame within your I am space is drawing you into that space like a beacon, like a lighthouse, like a guiding light to bring you home. See as the essence of the swans are swimming effortlessly in that current and flow and ebb of the sacred waters. Feel as that movement from the third dimension for the divine feminine is graciously moving them into their heart centers. See, sense and feel as that beautiful divine aspect of the swan with its mate for life, the divine feminine, as they are entwining their necks, as they are coming together to unify as one. I see in the beautiful sacred Brigid's well behind me and the etheric aspect of the swans here, I see their necks entwining and their consciousness imbuing within these sacred waters. And take a breath. Within Lochgar, just on the outside perimeter of the stone circle, see, sense and feel as there are a flotilla of swans that have migrated into the central piece of the loch. See, sense and feel as the swans have created a heart shape. See, sense and feel as a beautiful divine portal of creation opens up in the centre of Lochgar. See, sense and feel as the portal opens like a beautiful lotus flower opening up. That the lotus flower is touching that beautiful heart-shaped shape of the swans. The beautiful point of creation within the loch, connected to the sacred waters of these sacred lands, connected into the sacred springs, see as those Sophianic codes, the codes of creation, emanate from the portal and ripple outwards through all of the sacred waters. See, sense and feel as those sacred waters are absorbed into the landmass and all living beings and creatures within unity consciousness, the 24th dimension. And take a breath. I see the beautiful capstone here at the Hill of Uisneach, the stone of sovereignty and the stone of unity. See, sense and feel as that beautiful capstone is illuminating with the connection of the sacred waters. The elders before us knew that these stone circles, where they created a reminder for us to come back at these times, to make it easier for us to find these sacred spaces. They knew of the direct connection to the water elements beneath. have a sensation as the water element mixes with the elements in the physical aspect of planet, transcended through the sacred fire into ether. Imagine as you will in the Hill of Uisneach, above the capstone, an etheric representation of a divine masculine and divine feminine swan that is connected in unity through their necks. The Swan Songline and its connection through the solar constellations enable neutron windows to open up. It enables that aspect of 12th dimensional infinite pure love to radiate and strengthen and unify force, spiraling upwards towards the central point of oneness within each and every one of us. The force of 12th dimensional infinite pure love is potent. It is loving and caring. And feel within each and every one of you that potency as it aligns within unity consciousness held within your I am space, within the 0 point field, the unified heart of the universe that is represented here in these sacred lands and within each and every one of us within our heart centers. Ayah assure Ayah, it is as it is.
And just gently breathing into your body. Taking your time, feeling the feels and maintaining that big heart-centered feeling that you've created today to take with you every day. And just calling back your soul spirit wherever you've journeyed. Call yourself back from all space, time, dimensions. Any wormholes, portals, stargates, teleportation devices. Call yourself back into your body, back into this present space, time. Collecting yourself up. And just do it with a breath, just feeling that sparkling back in as you feel more of your physical body. As your own soul spirit, ether, emanates through your physicality. And just a little stretch, wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. And just give yourself great gratitude for answering the call, for being a part of coming together today of joining Lady Diana and what she's brought forward to each and every one of us, and the gratitude that we have for feeling that today. Feeling that innocence and divinity, the power and the grace, and remembering to remember to be a swan, because you know when you see a swan, you feel that embodiment of grace, of the feathers, the connection between the worlds that we live within. And just take your time now as you bring yourself back into the room, by holding that grace within you, just with your breath. And we understand if it's late and you're taking yourself off to your dream space. And to protect your space when you go to sleep, call in your protection, your Merkaba, your invisibility shielding, your guides. Could be the unicorns, could be the gnomes and the elves tonight. Ask for protection. And ask to remember your dreams. And we're just going to leave you quietly, if you're happy to just observe this beautiful sacred Brigid's well behind me. We're just going to leave there as we have a little bit of work to do, and you're welcome to observe and take your time. And if you're still here, we'll come back to chat, but we just welcome you to do what you feel right for you. I want to thank you so much for being part of today and answering the call. And we'll be sharing that channeling with you that Ra brought forward from Lady Diana, so that we can all reflect. It was a very, very special day. So we'll just take a moment's break as well, and then you'll just see us. We've got some crystals here. I know Louise has a bit more to do, and we've got some lake waters. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you, Sana Mia. Good night. See you, beautiful. I'll hop out of the way of the well so you can all enjoy looking at that before you go. And I might just, while we're here, something that just came to me then is the singing to the water. And as we go through our spiritual journey, we often hesitate singing because we judge it. But really, when we just breathe in and we sing something simple from the in-breath out, it activates within our throat chakra, our altar major, our goddess voice, our goddess voice. And I'm sure singers have this activated. So I feel to sing with you, Mother of the Waters. And it's just a very simple line, and just join in if you feel that you want to. Thank you, Bianca. And it's just Mother of the Waters, Mother of them all, Mother of the Waters, Mother of them all, Mother of the Water, Mother of them all. So we'll just sing that. I know the ladies here will join me. So just breathe in. Mother of the Waters, Mother of them all, Mother of the Waters, Mother of them all, Mother of the Waters, Mother of them all. You may have a song you can bring in. Good night. Good night from beautiful Goddess Brigid, who's so excited that we're coming here, lighting fire, honouring the waters. And today I really felt that Goddess Brigid, Lady Diana, and Goddess Boann, Goddess Éire, Goddess Danu, so many beautiful goddesses of the well maidens, Swan maidens, so many beautiful, sacred, divine feminine in the rocks, the waters, the lands. Thank you, Sue, that they've all been here with us today and will continue to come forward as we've felt each time we come together. So for those that just wish to stay, it's just starting to rain a bit here, so we might have to let's just enjoy a bit of that rain on the water. We'll say goodbye and thank you, and we'll be back together next week. We'll see where we will be. It's quite a mission from here to another sacred site to connect with more of the architecture of the White Swan planetary architecture and star maps. So we've yet to continue on unfolding that part of the story, and we look forward to sharing what transpires, because Louise really felt that we have to go, as we did, all to the same spot. So it'll be interesting to see what unfolds. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We really, really appreciate and honour you for that. And we'll send you a little email for anyone who's new. And we'd love you to come on and try the 21-day free trial in the school. And our live events on Tuesday nights. And then, of course, these world activations that we're doing on Sundays. So thank you all. Bye-bye.